Eat Lux your way with the Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. There's the classic $5 box, the indulgent $7 box, and a whole new obsession in the $9 box, the flaming hot grilled cheese burrito. Try the Lux Cravings boxes at Taco Bell today.
The biggest contest we've ever seen.
Seriously, what's the guarantee?
They're still talking about it.
I think it's time to put the rumors to rest.
Showtime!
$30 million.
$30 million?
$30 million? $30 million?
That's $30 million guaranteed. 3 contests, multiple ways to win, no rate. Entry starting at $1,000. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
How's your day going?
Going good. Thank you again.
When I want Boise State to win, I trust Coach Rice to lead the Broncos to victory.
And when I want the best painting and garage floor coating, I trust rowpaint.com to get that job done right.
Hey Bronco Nation, this is Shannon Keegren with Boise State Softball. Summer in Idaho is the best time of year. Rodeos, camping trips, and the hikes that end in views you'll never forget. At Lithia Ford of Boise, we're here to get you there. With a team known for incredible customer service, the best new and pre-owned inventory, and a commitment to making your experience easy, friendly, and fast. But here's the best part. Every purchase here helps support Boise State athletics through their NIL partnership and athletic sponsorships. See you soon at Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
This is Bronco Nation News Live. The best interviews, the most informed opinions, the latest breaking news, all from the top Boise State insiders. Bronco Nation News Live is the only daily show that talks nothing but Boise State sports. And we do it with you. Give us your comments or questions in the ICCU YouTube chat. Or leave us a voicemail on the Signature Roofing voice inbox at speakpipe.com/BNN. BNN broadcasts come from the Sun Cruiser Studios. Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, made with real iced tea and real vodka. It's refreshingly smooth and easy to drink. Crack open a Sun Cruiser and let the good times cruise. Bronco Nation News is presented by our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise, and our major sponsors, Taco Bell, Idaho Central Credit Union, RoadPaint.com, and the Blue and Orange Store. At Lithia Ford of Boise, we're proud to stand with Boise State athletics. Through our NIL marketing partnerships, we're investing in the future of student athletes. Lithia Ford of Boise, here to get you there, wherever that may be. Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho. Broadcasting from the Sun Cruiser Studios, here's BJ Rains with another edition of Bronco Nation News Live.
Well, Well, the stage is set. We have finally made it, Boise State fans. The first practice of fall camp, the field getting ready, the equipment staff, the team managers putting out the yard markers, the pads, getting things ready to go. We're here in about an hour. The first practice of fall camp will start for your Boise State Broncos. We bring you live down here to Boise State. My name is BJ Rains. We got Johnny Ballgame, host of Prater in the Ballgame at 95.3 with you as well. Hope you can hear us okay, see us okay. Let us know. We got the Starlink, Johnny. We got the dais here, the camera, new setup for fall camp, and practice one. Players will be streaming out here in about a half an hour. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Hey, guys, BJ was a half hour early today. That never happens. It's big day. It's big time. It's fall camp. It's kickoff. It's outdoors. It's going to be terrific. Pads not necessarily popping yet, but they're out there, and it's going to be as competitive and as physical, I think, as it can be with the situation. They're not in full pads. So I think practice 3, but you're going to see a ton of emotion out there, and we're all fired up, ready to go. Bronco Nation, you got yourself another football season.
Can't wait. You see that, as I said, the preparations underway behind us. We're right here on the edge of the practice field. And, today will be helmets only. Tomorrow, again, helmets only. Nice of Spencer Danielson to, by the way, schedule practices, Johnny, at 10:10 to allow us to do our normal 9 a.m. show and then make it out there. So every day there's a practice when it's open to the media, which is almost every day. Myself and our variety of co-hosts, Johnny, you'll be back again tomorrow. Although I didn't say this, tomorrow we might be at your spot, Taco Bell, for tomorrow's show. But we'll be out here, pretty much before every practice, talking, hearing player interviews from the previous practice, highlights from the previous practice, giving our thoughts, our observations. We're going to do it at 9 a.m., and then Johnny and Prater will do it at 3 p.m. pretty much every day, Johnny. So folks know by now, hopefully, there are 2 spots for Boise State coverage, and I know you guys have a ton of coverage, plans for fall camp.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have Prater out here. Greg will be out here. Bob will be out here. We got Nathan and Chris coming out today as well. So we're going to be full staff out here on the practice field. Looking forward to today's practice and giving observations and things. And like I said, every morning, 9 a.m., start your day off, get your complete Boise State football coverage right here at BNN. And, Johnny, as I said, we're going to see players start trickling out here in the next 20, 30 minutes. The official practice, I believe, is 10:10 for the start time. But what are just your general thoughts, man? We've been talking for 7-8 months, offseason and storylines and position battles and how much better is this guy going to get and which position needs to step up the most. Right here in about a half an hour, we're going to start to hopefully get some answers.
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday on IST. Like, where are you going to go when they finish the hype circle? Who gets hype circle today? Is it Madsen? Is it JVM? Is it someone maybe that we are not expecting? All those little questions that I like to pay attention to. You can really see a team develop up close, and you can see where the leadership goes with this thing when you're at practice, and you kind of see the inner workings of which coaches get on what players, and which players get on what players. You can see certain players develop rivalries with each other. I used to love Matt Lauder and Ty Benefield. Like, I thought they hated each other sometimes during practice, hated each other. Then afterwards, they're hugging it out, loving up on each other. But you see that stuff develop in practice. You can't see that any other time. And that's what we get to begin to see today. New team, new vibe. I was really impressed with the vibe I took away from spring camp. I thought it was blue collar. I thought it was head down. I thought it was way less swagger.
Not as much music.
They had way less, and I talked about this, trash talk. I just thought the vibe was, and what Spencer's call this year, Brian Harsin was attack the future when he showed up. What Spencer's saying this year, he said it a bunch.
They always have the built different, but I know there's a new one this year.
On the attack,
the hunt, maybe?
On the hunt. That's it. Well done. And it felt like that was a pretty apt description that Danielson laid out. Like, we're on the hunt. I took that away, and that's where I want to start today, just seeing the overall vibe. And I always like to see where guys improve too. Like, every single year, you'll see Maddox Madison, for example, his ball gets tighter, the velocity goes up. He just gets better every year because this is what he does 365 days a year, BJ. So all that stuff. And I mean, the Rashawn Jones, like where's he going to be now? He was the star. I thought Rashawn Jones was the MVP of spring camp, if there was one. Is he still going to be like the best 2 or 3 dudes out there? Like, a lot of questions.
No doubt. Finally, a comment, by the way, from Vlad that we can agree with. Finally, Boise State football is back. Yes, it is. We got Billy saying watching from Minnesota. We played his video yesterday. Good morning. All the comments. Like seeing where everybody is watching from Boise there. Jeff says good morning from Omaha. Appreciate you as well. Meridian. Another person also from Omaha. 2 random people from Omaha, Nebraska watching. Appreciate you, Emmett.
Tom Osborne.
Billy Bob watching from the Canyon County landfill. Okay. Appreciate you.
That's the city dump.
Yeah,
dude. Just say you're at the dump, dude.
I assume. Hopefully, maybe he's working there. I'm not sure. Appreciate you for watching. Surf City Bill on the other side of that, Huntington Beach, California, checking in as well. So appreciate all of you. Ball game looking sharp today. Sky, no full pads today. Today is literally just helmets. No shoulder pads, nothing. Just helmets. They spiders, they call them. They might look like
spider pad.
But you can't wear the real shoulder pads. First 2 practices, helmets only. And now they've, done a lot of these plays and walked through this stuff the last couple of weeks. But they'll have the individual stuff, the team stuff, and then they'll kind of get after it. But first 2 practices, only helmets. The next 2 practices, Johnny, will only be the shoulder pads. And then I believe practice 5 or 6 is when they can go full pads. But regardless, Johnny, I would expect the intensity. I mean, I know these guys do a lot of summer OTAs. The rules have changed with what you can do with coaches and all that. But there's something about that first real practice 1 of fall camp, where the coaches are out there, the players are out there. I mean, the intensity I expect to be, raised up a little bit as you get going here officially. And like you said, there's a lot of different areas that we could be watching. We found out yesterday, or I guess it was Monday, QB2. Sounds like QB2 is going to be a battle, but, Max Cutforth's in the lead there to start with.
And give him a significant lead. Cash Herrera is going to have to go Roy Hobbs and knock the cover
But I didn't see, I don't know about your show, but a lot of my, viewers and stuff didn't like that in the message boards. They're like, I just don't understand this. Cash Herrera is the better prospect, the future is Cash Herrera. Why keep him at number 3?
Remember when we first showed up in this town about the same time? Remember the Nick Patty talk? People were mad that Nick Patty wasn't starting as a true freshman because if he doesn't play as a freshman, he can't make a run at Kellen's 50-3. I heard a fan say that to Jay Tust once. If Patty doesn't start all 4 years, he can't win 51 games. And it's like, dude, that's just fans being fans, and that's fun and that's cool. But, man, you can't. He's not ready yet for that.
Zach Hill flat out told us in the spring, when you watch him stand there and throw a ball, throws a beautiful ball, he looks the part.
So did Malachi Nelson. Yes. What's cool, he doesn't even throw near the ball that Malachi threw.
Yes.
And Malachi can't.
There's a lot more to it in terms of running an offense and the mental side of it. And, some people say
Malachi, bless his heart, man. Good, cool dude, but man.
Now, some people's theory is, hey, if you need someone in the middle of a game to come in, the helmet comes off, whatever, that is Max Cutforth. But if, knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen. If a Maddox Madsen were to go down with an injury where he's going to be out for a while, would that change who you go to at number 2? Or
this scenario, and it's funny we're doing this day 1 of fall camp, but whatever. Say you get just hammer-faced at Oregon, and that loss kind of lingers into Memphis, and you lose a tough Memphis game here. You're 0-2, you hammer South Dakota, and then you go to Kalamazoo and you face a Western Michigan team that's a unanimous pick to win the MAC this year. I believe they won the MAC last year. I believe they won 10 games last year, and I believe they returned more starters than any other team in the MAC. Now, you better be able to beat Western Michigan, but I'm just playing the worst devil's advocate ever. And if that was the case, you go and you lose in Kalamazoo, and you're 1-3. At that point, dude, I know this town. They're not going to want to see the doggy anymore, and they're not going to want to see Cutforth either. They're going to want to go right now, Cash Herrera. That's the only scenario, you guys, I see this thing going in that direction. It's not good. It means the season, or maybe there's an injury to Madsen, and then Cutforth comes in, and he's okay, and then you make the move that way. But this is going to be, hopefully, Madsen's best season. They're going to need him to be. And if they do, then maybe they put themselves in another position to, be in some type of G6 CFP run.
Where will we be able to tell in fall camp if Maddox Madsen made like big improvements in his game, or is this going to be they're playing against their defense, whatever? We'll see him in the games this season. Or do you think in the next month, or maybe after, tomorrow morning when we're talking in the Taco Bell parking lot, are you going to say, oh, Mad Dog looked good today? It's a different Mad Dog. Or is he kind of who he is at this point?
I'll probably say that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, is he kind of who he is at this point, or are you expecting significant improvements at this point in his career from Maddox Madsen? What do you expect to see from him during camp?
I don't know, but if I had to guess, I think I'm going to see improvement. I don't know how significant, because you're right. Maybe at some point you get everything that your limitations will give you, and maybe that's where he is now. So the only place he improves is intellectually. I don't buy that, because I know you've seen the kid. He's way bigger than he was before. He looks like a tank out there, and apparently, he's healthy. And last year, he told me and Prater week 2, he was basically limping every day from week 2 on. He's just happy to be healthy again so we can incorporate some mobility into his game. Get the play action boot going. A lot of teams use that because it works really well. It's a staple in the Shanahan system. Everybody's doing it. I think that'd be great for Maddox Madsen, and he told us like he wants to do that too because he's healthy. So I want to see that. And the one thing I look at with Madsen too, when they operate, when they go full, when they go good on good, as they call it, when he has certain series where he just shreds and he's just on and the defense can't stop him, I mean, that's as close as you're going to see him in a game. And there are certain situations we all see Madsen in a game, and you're like, first off, you're like, well, what's he doing? Secondly, well, did he not see that? Third, did he not anticipate that? And when you see him in practice not do that stuff, it's really encouraging.
Let's stick on the offense for a minute. Wide receivers, you mentioned Jones obviously did a lot of great things. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the new guys, Akeem Wright, Nitro, Darren Morris. I mean, those were guys that were out there in the spring, got their feet wet. Like, what step did they make over the summer? Are these kind of fun fall camp stories, Johnny, or are these guys that are ready to come in and be key contributors on this team? How much better did Cam Bates get? Like, Ben Ford, we know he's going to be out there in a limited capacity. We don't know exactly what that means and when he'll be ready to go full speed. I was nervous about the wide receivers going into spring. I feel a little better about it after spring, but I've thought about it all summer, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe I should still be a little nervous for that group because there is so newness there and guys that just don't have a lot of experience. Where are you with the receivers? And that is an area for me that I'm excited to see starting today, to see some of these guys and who's ready to step up.
What year was it when Sean Modster led the team in receptions? Remember, it was post-Cedric, post-Spurbeck, pre-Shaq.
2019, maybe?
Something like that. Like this might be similar to that room where there might be 7 different receivers who lead the team in catches for a game, or there's going to be that separation. And there's some guys you've said before, this team hasn't had a 1,000-yard receiver since 2021, Khalil Shakir. This team had multiple 1,000-yard receivers in seasons before, I believe. 2 multiples, man. You can go way back to the Hawk era where they had several guys, and like they can't find a 1,000-yard receiver. Was it the players? Was it the coaching? Was it both? It's all fresh. Alvis Whitted, fresh eyes, if on the position, and a guy who's coached it a very, very long time. I remember in Madden 99 or Madden 2000, you'll have to look it up. I think when he was with the Jaguars, I think he was the fastest player, like fastest receiver in Madden. That's how I remembered Alvis Whitted. I would put him in. He was like their 4th receiver, and he's there, and he's coached the position. He knows the position.
He's out there in cleats sometimes. He gets after it.
I think he's going to do a really good job with this room. And the question is it just mixing and matching? Like, you don't know, you don't care who's out there? Or do you want to see, I want Austin Pettis, I want Titus Young, I want Tyler Shoemaker. I want that. I want Jay Swilly. I want Billy Wingfield. I want Tim Gilligan. I want the 3, whatever. We could do any era. I want Thomas Spurbeck. I want Chaz Anderson. I want Matt Miller. That team, that wasn't the case last year. It doesn't look like it's going to be the case this year. If you're asking moi, my 3 favorite this year was Rashawn Jones 1, Darren Morris 2, and I'll probably go Nitro Bates in a race for 3 right now. And Ben Ford has to factor in too. I mean, you can go on and on and on. And then Spencer goes out of the way to mention Cash in his presser I saw.
Not Cash Herrera, Cash Williams.
Kimani Williams. Yeah. I'm sorry. Isn't that his nickname too?
Yep.
What's going to happen at receiver? Can't wait to see.
Players are starting to trickle out onto the practice field. We are live coverage, day 1 of Boise State fall camp down here outside the practice field. You're not getting any of this coverage anywhere else, folks. I love the energy, Johnny. I'm going to let you take a swig of that energy drink while we thank a couple of our sponsors here. ICCU, we appreciate them for their support of Bronco Nation News. Mobile eBranch online banking, the best, the easiest, folks. I'm telling you, you may think you like your banking experience, but all the different checking account options, saving accounts, how easy it is to move money around. Check them out. Idaho Central Credit Union online, ICCU.com. Mentioned tomorrow, we might be over at Taco Bell, TacoBellWorks.com, the SON Management Group, the Nicolason family. They just gave $1 million to Boise State, guys. That should be a reason enough to go support them and buy some Taco Bell for your kids. If you got football practice after school, whatever you got happening. SON Management Group, Nicolason family, the Cantina line, some great menu options. Check out a Treasure Valley Taco Bell location today. Don't forget, Jackson still has that Roaring Springs deal going. 2 Coca-Cola products can save you up to $32 at Roaring Springs. Check out Roaring Springs. If you want to check out Roaring Springs, check out Jackson's or Extra Mile by Jackson's, and you can save $32 from our friends at Jackson's. Don't forget, they got that 99-cent bigger fountain drink using that Let's Go Rewards app. Hey, the Blue and Orange Store, theblueandorange.store.com. They got the location down here at Boise State. It's already open. I see Jay Tust pulling in. Johnny, he's ready to go for practice day 1. But the Blue and Orange Store, online, theblueandorange.store.com. You can check out the Blue and Orange Store for all your officially licensed Boise State gear. They've got multiple locations, the mall, the Boise State location, but again, online, whether it's coaches' sideline apparel, all your Boise State gear. Check out the Blue and Orange Store and the blueandorangestore.com. And want to thank Matt Bauscher Real Estate as well. Check out Bauscher Real Estate, #1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley. Matt Bauscher and Bauscher Real Estate. We bought and sold our home with Matt and his team a couple summers ago. Tremendous customer service every step of the way. Couldn't have done it without Matt and his team. We're in our dream home because of it. So we appreciate Matt Bauscher and Bauscher Real Estate. We'll give a quick plug for Ridley's Family Markets as well. ShopRidleys.com. Check them out. Ridley's Family Markets. ShopRidleys.com. Locations across the Treasure Valley. I know Johnny loves that Cuno location there. You got the Middleton Star as well. So you want a hometown grocer with the owners, the staff, right here from the Treasure Valley. Check them out. Ridley's Family Markets. Again, online at Ridley's Family Markets. ShopRidleys.com. All right, Johnny. Today, the interviews. As again, now you see more and more players starting to make their way onto the practice field. We got Dylan Riley talking today. And then one of the guys who got the most buzz, maybe of anybody, during Media Day a couple weeks ago was our man Tyler Etheridge, the left tackle from CSU Pueblo. Just found out with the 5-5 ruling that he's going to get 2 years, not 1. But, I mean, Nate Potter was saying he's doing things they haven't seen around here in a while. I mean, I don't want to build too much hype or buzz around Tyler Etheridge.
Because that's Nate Potter saying that, an All-American at that position,
doing things athletically he hasn't seen around here in a left tackle in a while, and they just had a left tackle drafted in Cage Casey. So
and then one before that, and one before that.
Yes, 20-plus years or whatever it is.
But in the league.
Yes, so Tyler Etheridge will make his Boise media debut today after practice. I think he went on with Bronco Studios' Jay Tust already, but CSU Pueblo, Tyler Etheridge, left tackle, another guy we'll talk to after practice, but a guy I'm looking forward to seeing out there today.
CSU Pueblo, man. I mean, that's what you do now. I mean, these are the hits you have to have if you're a G6. This is the game. You got to find the future all-league player who's playing in Puebla. That's where you got to go. And yay for whoever found this kid.
What'd you call it?
Yay to whoever found this kid. You know, they used to call these guys ivory hunters. They came to Weiser, Idaho, and found Walter Big Train Johnson in 19 08. You got to go find these kids. It looks like they did. Now it's like your worry should be, what? He's got 2 years? Dang it. That means he's going to be in the Big Ten next year, starting for Oregon. No, probably not. You hope that you found him from CSU Pueblo, and he's going to be all committed for 2 years. But it's almost like, I'll even throw this name, Leighton Vander Esch. Nobody saw that coming. It was just one day. I remember Brett Rippon after a practice saying, Leighton Vander Esch, Leighton's like, he's the best guy on the team. And then everyone's kind of like, wait.
The kid from 8-man
football? Wait. Who? Come again? And,
the kid with the big neck? Who? The kid?
And Brett Rippon said that in August. Leighton's the best guy on the team. And we were like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, that rise. I mean, it feels like the Tyler Etheridge it's kind of like that, like just, Tyler Etheridge. And that's certainly, there's some buzz at left tackle again at Boise State. And hopefully you guys, a 2-year player. This offensive line, man, Matoyer being back, got better, significantly better last year. Didn't play in spring.
Yeah.
So from a continuity standpoint, it'll be nice. Prater was talking about this yesterday, to see the entire offensive line out there, because they haven't been out there ever together. Tyler Etheridge has never lined up with Matoyer before because the spring issue.
And you got a new starting center, Stuart Tiofa. I mean, you got a lot of different guys. Steele's in the mix at left guard, it sounds like. Roger Carrion healthy at right guard. How do you feel overall about the line?
I think B plus right now, and who cares about that grade, because they haven't even had day one.
I mean, a redshirt.
Yet. I'm optimistic, man. It's better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I think a redshirt freshman at center worries me a little bit, but maybe sounds like he's ready to go, and they're saying the right things about him. But is that because he's ready to be a stud, or because they don't have anybody better than him?
Snake bit have they been at center? I'm sorry, the modern day kid,
Keikani Hololamia Gonzalez.
Yeah, great kid. And I had that weird injury. Andy wouldn't tell anybody, just missed a year. Mason battled injuries at center, BJ. And it feels like that's been kind of a position they haven't been able to hit on, center, and they used to hit on it all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe this is that hit, BJ.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, redshirt freshman, there's a lot on your plate when you're calling stuff. I mean, we'll see if he's ready, but that's a lot on a young man's plate with, 5th, 6th year seniors around him. But Roger Carrion, I mean, one of the leaders of this team, maybe a team captain right next to him at right guard. We'll see who lines up at left guard. Matoyer, is that his spot, or is people in the mix there? What do you make of the right tackle spot as well?
And I think having Kyle Cox as your third tackle, the guy who started games,
started the bowl game when Cage Casey elected to leave early.
He did, and got those bowl practices as the starting left tackle. So that's a real solid tackle 3. And most teams, tackle 3 is going to start at some point, probably more than one game too, especially in these 14-game seasons that Boise State feels they're making a habit of playing every single season. And I think everybody expects another 14-game season here. So Kyle Cox, I think in a situation, he can start and give you the experience and everything that you can ask for from a G6 third tackle, right?
Yeah. Well, let's go D-line then, because, I mean, I know you guys talked about it. We talked about
Braxton,
but you can't count on him at this point. You can't count on Braxton Feely. If it happens, it happens. Did you see the Indiana player that is coming back?
So funny. Kurt Cignetti doesn't give a rip. He's a savage, and he doesn't care.
Yeah,
bring him back and pay him. Like,
for now, let's just have the discussion that Braxton Feely is not part of this, because I still think it's a long shot in my mind. Maybe we'll see him out there in a couple of days. I don't know. But David Latu there on the inside, Makeo Edwards, as Spencer said, was one of the best additions they made in the offseason along the defensive line. What do you make of the D line?
Yes, Makeo Edwards. That's another guy that he was playing at Central Washington, the home of Zach Hill, and he was a D3 All-American, All-League player, and they play in a league like in Texas, oddly. And it looks like they hit on that guy too. I'm worried about the size overall, and that's a G6 problem. It's not a Boise State problem. It's really hard to keep the size. It's hard to find the size, and that would be my worry there. And Braxton Feely doesn't come back. No one was expecting him anyway. I think I would be encouraged by what they have, but they got to stay healthy David Latu's got to be healthy for the whole season. Michael Madre as well, and I think they're okay at interior defensive line, BJ. But there's still a lot more I need to see there, sure.
Another guy we talked about that's now going to get a second year left is Max Steege, and he was a guy we've talked a lot about. Only had a half a sack last year, as a pass rusher outside, opposite of Jaden Virgin Morgan. What do you make of the edge position? 27 sacks last year. The previous year, Johnny, as a team, 55 sacks, led the nation. Literally went from 55 sacks the Fiesta Bowl year down to 27 last year. I know there's a lot of different reasons for that. Personnel, guys that left, whatever. But what do you make of the edge spot, Jabril Frazier, and can they get more pressure on the quarterback this year?
I would like them to get back to a defense based on putting quarterbacks on their back. I like that Fiesta Bowl run defense where, they were able to play with leads because they had Ashton. So they were able basically to know what was coming, and they were teeing off on quarterbacks. But last year, give them credit. They led the league in interceptions, so that's going to take away some sacks. But overall, you'd like to get, I think, what do they want? Their goal, 3-4 sacks a game?
3 takeaways and 3 sacks.
Yeah, something like that.
You can get 30 sacks and 30 takeaways. They feel pretty good about it.
I think they would take that. I thought Roman Kaywood had a really nice spring. I thought he finished the year very strong, too, in the reps he had, which I think were limited. It felt like I was always looking around like, damn, there's Kaywood making another play. I think when it clicks for Bull, it's going to really click.
I'm excited about him. He's one of the guys I'm going to be watching.
He just needs to learn what football is and how to play and all this stuff, and it takes time. And, to know that on 3rd and 9, they're not going to run the ball. They're throwing. I remember when Ahmed had to tell me that, like just the little intricacies that you don't learn. And once he learns, because he has all the ability, the length, the reach, I think could be the guy. And Max Steege, if he wins the gig this year, it's not like last year when Bull wasn't ready, nor was Kaywood. This year, both those players ready behind him. And if Steege isn't ready to be the best version of himself, then he might not be the week 1 starter. Massive competition opposite JVM there.
He's Johnny Ballgame. You can hear him 3 to 6 weekdays. Prater in the ball game. They'll have a full fall camp report from day 1, sound, all that good stuff coming up at 3 o'clock today. You can see over my right shoulder here, right there. There's some players starting to take the field, getting ready for that first practice of fall camp.
They're returning punts, huh?
Doing a little special teams work out there. So
catching some
I don't
punts.
know if this period's technically open, so let's not give too much info away here, Johnny, and get ourselves in trouble on day 1.
They're catching punts.
But linebackers. We obviously know Bowen Phelps, 3rd on the team in tackles last year. Tell us your thoughts on linebackers going into camp. And Logan Brantley, a guy that Spencer went out of his way to bring up at the press conference on Monday. They've got some other guys, Sincere Brackett, but, with Marco Notriani moving on, they got to find somebody to fill that spot opposite of Bowen Phelps. How you feeling about linebacker?
Rip, Tuioti, right? All these guys factoring into the mix. I want to know, Bowen Phelps is he's gonna lead the team in tackles, in my opinion. The guy will just hit anything. He plays with reckless abandon. The only thing that's going to prevent him from being him is an injury. It looks like he's added body armor that he needed to. This team, I think Bronco Nation will watch it from a bird's eye view in the stands or whatever and say, whoa, this is a smaller team, one of the smaller teams we've had, but I don't think that might not matter because Bowen Phelps, I think, is going to have an all-conference level season, BJ. But I have concerns. I have questions. Who's going to be the other linebacker? Their base set will be a nickel. There's going to be 2 linebackers out there. Is it going to be Jake Ripp, who I feel like we've been having this discussion? I feel like this is the 4th straight summer we're talking about.
I honestly thought he was a guy that might transfer. I was a little surprised when I saw him come back this year.
Yeah, wants to be there, thinks he's going to be the starter, has a shot to do that as well, BJ. And
it's spring, it's a fall camp when Johnny has the laminated on a string here roster seating chart. I like that.
That's the Mike Prater seating chart. You can't find this.
Not a seating chart, a seating chart. Like
Spencer Danielson even looked at this and approved it. You guys, I can't show you.
Wow.
But yeah, it's the
Can I
time,
get a laminated roster? Can you do that for me?
Do you want one?
Yeah, I'll take a laminated roster. I'll throw a couple bucks your way on the next paycheck. I want to talk secondary, Johnny, and get some other thoughts from you, but do want to thank a couple more sponsors here. Let you load up on that energy drink over there. He is pounding it, folks, on the first day here. But new sponsor, I want to tell friends over at Piston Pay. If you're a local business owner, it doesn't matter, national business owner, if you help, pay for fuel for your employees, we got a new company for you. Most fleet owners still on legacy fuel cards. It's costing them unauthorized fills, missed rebates, charges you can't trace. Your statement shows nothing but a dollar amount and a station name. Piston Pay, the smarter way to fuel your fleet, 100% cardless, improved security, and built to save you money on every fill-up. Piston Pay negotiates directly with partner gas stations. That includes Jackson's and Maverick as well here in town. So that rebate's consistent, ongoing. Advanced fraud protection as well, built in. So no more unauthorized fills or charges you can't explain. You can visit piston.com to book a demo and get $1 off per gallon the first week and 10 cents off per gallon ongoing. Terms and conditions do apply. Again, no subscription fee, no switching cost. Visit piston.com for more information. New sponsor here, and they're available at Jackson's as well, so we appreciate them. I was able to use their service and get a tank of gas a couple weeks ago. Very easy to use. Rowpaint.com, all our companies, Taco Bell, all of our companies with owners that are watching. If you own a small business and you pay for gas, hit up Piston. Reach out to me. I can help you connect you. You can save yourself a lot of money and make it a lot easier to fill up those gas tanks. Hey, Signature Roofing online, mysignatureroofing.com. Whether it's a re-roof, a repair to your roof, an inspection, an estimate, all your roofing needs, make sure you hit up Signature Roofing. Again, covering our community 1 decade at a time, 1 roof at a time for 2 decades. And we appreciate Signature Roofing. Had our roof done by them last summer. Loving it. You will too. Signature Roofing, mysignatureroofing.com. Element Fencing, elementfencing.com. Check out Element Fencing. Whether it's a new fence, whether it's a repair to your fence, all your fencing needs. They can do decks, pergolas. 25 years in the fencing business for Brady and his staff. Check out elementfencing.com. They're going to sponsor our defensive player of the game come football season. Hey, rowpaint.com, Andy Rowe and company, all your painting needs. Hit up rowpaint.com. And we appreciate Andy Rowe and company from day one as Jay Tuss makes his way into the Hall of Fame. He's got that day one strut. But Andy Rowe, whether it's interior, exterior painting, whether it's concrete coatings, you name it, rowpaint.com, all your painting needs. Make sure you hit them up at rowpaint.com. Of course, Sun Cruiser, our studio sponsor, Johnny. We are in the Sun Cruiser studios out here at Boise State, getting ready for practice 1 as you see the players on the field behind us. But another new position coach, Johnny, and that is the secondary. That is the defensive backs. They are now one position, safeties, nickels, corners, all put together in one room with Terrence Brown as the coach there. Again, Jeremiah Irby, we'll see if he comes back. We'll see what happens there. But what's your take on the secondary? Sherrod Smith is healthy. He'll be out there today. Jaden Mickey making the move to corner. You lose Benefield. You lose Zion Washington at safety. Derek Ganter ready to emerge there. So what do you make of the secondary as we get set for practice 1 here in about 20 minutes?
One position battle is going to be very interesting there. Other than that, Roman Tillman is going to be a safety. Roman Tillman's going to be the nickel. Derek Ganter and Travis Anderson are going to be the safeties. And Jaden Mickey is going to be your field corner, wide side. And then the boundary corner, which was Irby last year, it's going to be Sherrod Smith or Rico Washington. Rico Washington had a really good spring. The kid can really play. I'll just say this right now.
Kennesaw State.
In 2 years, I think he's playing in the SEC. I'll just say that. I think he's one of those kids. He's a good player. Might not be next year. Boise State might have him for 2 years. He's only a sophomore, BJ, and so he's got 3 more years, I guess. Yeah. I think he's going to be a really good player at some point. Sherrod Smith looked good too last year. So Rico Washington and Sherrod Smith, I think, will be a pretty significant battle there.
What about special teams? I mean, the punter obviously is back. Boomer is back at kicker, but I know Moore was pushing him at times last year. Is there a battle there? Do you expect it to be 100%, Colton Boomer? And we'll start with a specialist. There is a new long snapper this year as well. It's crazy, as oddly as that sounds to talk about.
Did Mason Hutton redshirt?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, because you're right, because they would have mentioned him as a 5 for 5.
Yeah, he does. He's played here 5 years.
Gotcha. So you're right. There is a new long snapper. There might be a new holder. Zeke Martinez is in the holder competition with Cannon Moore, who did it all last year. And
Oscar Doyle as well, right?
I'm sorry. Oscar Doyle, was he the holder? No,
he's the punter.
Yeah, was he the holder last year, or was it Moore? No, it was Doyle. Doyle was the holder because Moore was the kicker. But I think that's going to be up for grabs, dude. I'm not just going to give this to Colton Boomer. You know, we've seen Boomer in practice sometimes. He doesn't give you a ton of confidence going into the games. He has the stronger foot. So that's going to be a stiff competition there too. I don't know if that's good or bad. You know, I don't know where the kicking is going to be this year, BJ. I really don't.
Returner. Sounds like some guys are in the mix there. What do you make it returner? Kickoff return, Dylan Riley. Are you cool with that?
Yeah. Yeah, because you're splitting time anyway. He's been really good. He's done it at an All-American level. I'd expect Dylan Riley to take a kick or two back this season.
Got to hang on to the ball a little bit. Had a couple of fumbles, I believe, on returns.
Yeah, he did.
But
I mean, you know, that's got to be hard to hold on to the ball on those returns. Those guys are flying in there every which way. Ball security is obviously paramount in that situation. Punt returner, I was thinking a guy like Nitro. I always like that. The Shane Williams Rhodes type. I love.
Dude had what 24 touchdown in 22 games or something.
Yeah,
he makes
Nitro,
things happen when the ball's in his hands. Yeah.
I talked to his junior college coach too, and he's just like, get that kid the ball. He makes guys miss, and that's a big thing today. These coaches, they want to put their players in a one-on-one situation where it's their guy making the other guy miss. And if they can do that, you're going to win a lot of games. And Nitro's one of those guys I would like to see back there at punt returner. I think Jaden Mickey.
Yeah, that was a little interesting to hear that.
Punt returner, so that option on defense.
Cam Bates as well, I believe.
Cam Bates was the one that Stacy Collins mentioned too, where I like that speed, his ability to. I'd like them. I mean, they just in the Stacy Collins era, they haven't done anything significant in the punt return game. Nothing.
All right, so tell me again, we're about these players are on the field. We're 10, 15 minutes away from being allowed in here. One position that you don't need to see today. Is there a position it's day one, I feel pretty good about it. I only got a certain number of time. I'm not going there today. Anything for you? I mean, we want to try to see it all, but I'm just saying, speaking generally, is there one that
I don't know if I need to see tight ends today?
Okay.
Even though I am interested in what's going to happen behind Wags.
Yeah.
But for me, like that tight end group, Matt Wagner, and then, the other guys, Justin Udy, the new tight end coach.
Yeah, a lot of Carter Kuchenbach, a lot of young guys in the mix.
Yeah. Justin Udy. So I mean, I do want to see what they're going to do. I'll try to check that out, but I don't think I need to see tight ends yet. What about you?
That's probably a good one. That's probably a fair one. I mean, that's
because offensive line, you want to see these guys together for the first time.
I want to see receivers.
I want to see the quarterbacks.
Yeah. I would say running backs. I want to see the backups though. But you know what, Riley and Gaines are going to give you on day one. You're not tackling or doing anything. So but I do want to see Harry Stewart and some of those guys. But in day one, when you're not in pads or anything, maybe I don't have to see the running backs today. I don't know.
Jules Goff,
the Pitt transfer.
He had like 300 or 400 scrimmage yards last year in the ACC. Like, he didn't come here to not ever get to play. Harry Stewart is built like an NFL back. More so, I think, than maybe even Sire. I don't know how
same number and same hometown as Jay Ajayi, by the way. I believe he's a Frisco, Texas guy down there. He's number
Harry
27,
Stewart?
Harry Stewart.
Big. I love the running back room. Like, I'm not even guaranteeing. The reason I mentioned Goff and Stewart, and everybody loves the Chavies kid who's running around making guys miss. Very deep running back room. No wonder Breezy Dubar is now at Missouri State or whatever, and we hope Breezy kills it. We love that kid, but
got to stay healthy.
But Jules Goff, Harry Stewart, I don't even know where they're going to factor into this. And you look at them and you're like, those guys can play. So,
well, I mentioned the two interviews we're going to get, Dylan Riley as well as Tyler Etheridge. You guys will have that. What are some of your coverage plans and things, John, that are wanting to know more about KTIK 3 to 6? You guys will be on pretty much daily. Well, you'll be on daily, but whenever there's a practice, you guys will have the instant reaction and thoughts following practice like you will today at 3 o'clock.
Get our interviews. Tyler Etheridge, like you said, Dylan Riley will be talking after practice, and we'll give you our thoughts, our observations, and, we're just going to party. It's football season. It's kickoff.
Spencer Danielson's family coming to practice one. There's his wife and kids, I believe.
Beautiful,
over there, if I'm
beautiful.
Looking, if I can see far
Great
enough
time
away,
for these coaches to be able to see their kids, even if it's just seeing them on the sidelines.
Is that Will Voigt over there?
Did you watch Hard Knocks last night?
I did not.
Oh, do you guys watch Hard Knocks? It was pretty good, but
which team was it again?
The Seahawks.
Oh, that's right.
Their coaches had their kids and family on the sideline sometimes too during practice. A lot of fun, man. And so we're gonna have fun, obviously, on Idaho Sports Talk, because we always try to do.
All right, Johnny, appreciate you, man. Want you guys to go subscribe, BroncoNationNews.com. 60% off is the fall camp special. 60% off. That's $56, Johnny. You pay one time, $56. You're done for an entire year. I was just counting, Johnny. It's 7-8 people that have some association with BNN out at practice today. When you talk about you and Prater and John and Jay and our crew that's going to be out there.
You've built an
Mateo,
empire,
our intern's going to be out here today. So 7-8 people that you see on BNN minimum, and that's not counting Rid and Bedell and some of these guys that just show up when they want to. So 60% off, BroncoNationNews.com. Subscribe today, our first day of fall camp special. Would love to have you subscribe, and it's a one-time fee, $56, and you don't pay for a full year. And then you get the Paramount Plus subscription included, Johnny, once it renews for year 2. So appreciate you guys. We're going to get into practice here. Every day, 9 a.m., we'll have you covered with pre-practice thoughts. They'll be back on the field tomorrow, so we'll have you covered there tomorrow. But they'll be live 3 o'clock today, Idaho Sports Talk, with all their thoughts from practice. But 9 a.m. every day, folks. Make this your spot to get ready for fall camp and to get ready for the season. But practice one, highlights, reaction, interviews. We'll have VIP posts coming to the message boards. Who stood out to us? Well, if you're a VIP subscriber, you'll get our inside thoughts in the boards there, and I'm sure Alex will be texting us saying you can't say that and everything else. So we'll our battle with what we can say and what we can't begins here on day one. But we're going to do our best to give you as much info as we can. Tyler Etheridge, Dylan Riley. We'll get those interviews posted to the YouTube channel as well. Jim Sturk, Lithia Ford of Boise, our title sponsor. Appreciate Jim. And make sure you get out to Lithia Ford of Boise, LithiaFordBoise.com, and get that newer pre-owned vehicle. Congrats. You made it. Practice one. Boise State camp getting underway. Full coverage. KTIK, Bronco Nation News, online, BroncoNationNews.com. We'll talk to you later, guys.